Okay, Guten Tag. Now, you know why I like making these videos? Because when I make these videos, guess what? Not just that I feel like I'm trying to educate my peeps on certain issues, but I get educated too. So it's like a mutual exchange. No robbery. Even exchange, no robbery. We used to use that expression, because then you guys give me an insight into the minds of the NDC followers thinking. And also give me an insight into the minds of the NNP followers, because many of them comment on my videos. But when you NDC guys comment, I get to understand what you're thinking. And now I understand why, in many respects, this current administration feels emboldened, feels that it can do anything it wants, okay? Feels like it can do anything and get off with impunity. I understand why. Because it has to do with the mentality of the NDC voter, okay? A large percentage of the NDC voters' mentality is that, oh, this kingly leader of ours can't do anything wrong. For all the assailing of Dr. Keith Mitchell's character, okay? You can't assail. No way. You can't assail our king. We can't assail our king. No way. So he's beyond reproach. He's unassailable. But you guys could say the most derogatory, okay? The most dirty, nasty, irresponsible things about Dr. Mitchell, and it was okay. Okay? I see a young man, okay? Mark Philip Walker make a comment, okay? In one of the videos I made, and to the effect that, oh, NNP did the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. This is the fallacy of some of them argument, that NNP did the same thing, so guess what? It's okay for NDC to do the same thing and worse. This is your reasoning. And y'all say y'all love y'all country? Y'all say y'all love Grenada and this is your reasoning? Instead of saying, oh, you know what? I vested my emotion and voted for the NDC, and now I am going to hold them responsible, accountable, so that the very things we were complaining about during the reign of the NNP is not going to happen again. But then you say, oh, well, NNP did the same thing, so whatever they're doing now, they can do it. That is how you people have started to reason. That is the rational and reasoning level that our fellow Grenadians have descended into. Okay? Now remember, the NDC in the campaign trail, they were touted as, oh, Mr. Transparent. Okay, when we get in, we're not going to do what was being done. We're going to change everything. We're going to shake things up. We're going to be transparent. Okay? It's not going to be business as usual. It's not going to be nepotism. But you come in and you do worse. So, who's going to trust you now? Why is the Grenadian people going to trust you now? When you went on a pedestal, went on a high horse and says, we're full of integrity. We're coming to change things. And they got you on tape. So you can't say you didn't say that. And you're coming now, and in some respects, people are observing that you're doing some of the most wretched things ever done in government and politics. And you have your quote-unquote followers and supporters agreeing with what you're doing. And their justification, the sad part, I mean, I didn't mind if they agree with what you're doing, but the sad part is the justification they're using that, oh, NNP did this. So guess what? It's okay for NDC to do it. That's the level of reasoning. The last time I checked, when you fire a CEO, okay, you expect that the new CEO is going to take the company to the next level. And in some respects, your prime minister is like a CEO. Okay? So you expect the new prime minister to take the country to a different level in a different direction. If you accuse the last administration of corruption or nepotism or issues like that, you expect that when the new administration comes in, they will work, okay, to do things differently. Because that is what they campaigned on. And they always talk about, oh, promises made, promises kept. And then you come in and you do the same thing and it's even worse. You know what makes it worse? Because at least in Dr. Keith Mitchell's time and the NNP's time, guess what? You had a little bit of oversight. Okay, the media was questioning everything. Okay? Then you had so-called civic society, and they were bringing everything to light. But now, civic society has gone quiet because these socialist Marxists, okay, these socialist Marxists were singing for their supper, and now they're getting bread. So guess what? They've gone silent. I know all of them. I know them. And then you have this socialist, Marxist, radical, leftist media in Grenada that has been hijacked by socialist Marxists. So they're also quiet. They ain't asking no question. You know, they're afraid to ask Morris a question. They're afraid to ask Morris a question. Reincarnated Morris. They're afraid to ask him a question. But you guys was so vocal during the NNP's administration or Dr. Keith Mitchell's administration. And don't get me wrong. I don't want you to twist this or, you know, get this misguided. That I was some staunch supporter of NNP. Okay? But I am doing it because I'm looking at the comparison. Okay? But you're afraid now these days, the socialist, Marxist, leftist media, afraid to ask reincarnated Morris a question. Okay? And then this so-called civic society, they're gone quiet. You guys are a bunch of hypocrites. And I know you guys, and I used to have a little bit of respect for you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I guess in that sense, I thought you guys had some sort of conscience and that you guys actually believed in what you were doing. But you exposed yourself now. Now we know you were political hitters. Okay? You were political hacks working for the socialist Marxists. Okay? And working for the NDC. You didn't care about true development of Grenada. Okay? But you expose yourself. Now we know. You know you can't walk that back. You can never, you so-called civic society, can never, ever have any legitimacy in the future. Because you have exposed yourself, everybody know who you are. Okay? You ain't no civic society. You're hypocrites. So I know the mentality now of the NDC follower. Okay? The mentality is give the current administration's leader and give Miss Angela Saint Bernard and give Mr. Dolan carte blanche to do whatever they want. Go ahead. Continue to do whatever you guys want. Okay? You have a blank check by your NDC followers. You can do anything you want. Okay? You can even go ahead and rip off Grenada if you want to. And none of them will say anything. You have duped them. You have bamboozled them. You have done well. You have mastered the art of emotionalizing, in some respects deceiving, and bamboozling Grenadians that you have them under your thumb. I can't even be mad at you guys. You did it. You did it. You've taken Grenadians for a ride. Okay? And you've brought them into the deep end. Now they can't even swim. They're in the water, they can't even swim. So they're drowning. And guess what? They're looking to you guys to be their saviors. Whoa, what a predicament Grenada finds itself in. What a predicament. You have a bunch of guys who came in and have a penny in their pocket. They're talking about they had $2 in their account. Okay? So they saw politics as an enrichment scheme. Way to go, guys. Way to go, guys. Listen, when people grow up, they should want to have followers like you, guys. That don't matter what you do, you're unassailable. You have some sort of demigod-like character to them. Okay? So when I call you guys idol worshippers, you think that is some sort of exaggeration? You guys are indeed idol worshippers. You can even stand back and see they take two young men and throw them in that old dirty water in the St. John's River, infested water with dead fish and all kind of thing, and all kind of bacteria, okay? You could stand back and see that, and you say nothing. Because they're unassailable. Andrea St. Bernard, Mr. Dolan, you're right. Only you have to explain nothing to them on Polaris. Mr. Mitchell, you don't have to explain nothing to them, okay, on Polaris. Do what you gotta do, okay? Enrich yourselves handsomely, okay? And do what you gotta do. You have a blank check. You have carte blanche to do whatever you want. You have some humble followers that bow down to everything you do and say, and they see you guys as some sort of messianic administration, okay? So go ahead. As I said, you have carte blanche. Do whatever you want. Enjoy the ride. But I got to tell you, if it only takes me alone trying to bring some sort of, light or shed some sort of light or expose you guys, I'm going to have to do what I do. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to do it. If I am like John the Baptist in the wilderness, then so be it. So when I say Grenada is laid bare right now and is exposed, it's not an exaggeration. And when I say that, it's true. It's facts. Because there's no civic society. There's socialist leftist media that is on you guys' side. Okay? So nobody is there to stand up to defend Grenada from hyenas, wolves, and vultures. Okay? Nobody's there. They're terrified. They're scared to say anything. And I told you, a couple of my friends say you can't tell them man and them nothing. They're ignorant. You can't tell them nothing. So you tell them nothing, they want to fight. It's so funny that I grew up with some men like that. One or two of them, you know what I'm saying? You're playing soccer and carrying edge coach. After some soccer game is rope. A rope means, fight. That's what we used to call it back in the days. Men roping. What times I see that? So I understand. Some of you NDC followers, can't tell you nothing. You're ignorant. What I can see, you guys are making me enjoy what I do a lot more. You know what I'm saying? I love this, because it's making me laugh. You know what I'm saying? And it's a kind of like twisted laugh in a sense, because I don't want to laugh. I want to cry, but I can't cry. It takes a lot to make me cry. You know what I'm saying? But if I was an emotional kid, I guess, I would have been crying every day. So, as I said, Mr. Dolan, you have carte blanche. Don't explain nothing to them. Miss Andrea St. Bernard, just do your thing. And do what you have to do for you and your crew. Mr. Mitchell, you already know. You got them. You got them. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. Auf Wiedersehen.